Welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews, joined by the ever-present Mississippi Madman, Logan Creed.
Yep.
And he's always in the driver's seat. Unless he's not here, then he's, somewhere else. But that's normally how it works, huh?
How it works.
But, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit of wrestling. We're going to talk about some of the things that are big in the wrestling news right now. Maybe with the biggest being the Austin Aries, Bound for Glory, take this job and shove it finish Bound for Glory, and poor old Johnny Mundo, Nitro, Hennigan, Harrison, Abraham, and Jehovah 2, whatever his name is.
I say Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah, and old Johnny, he didn't get to enjoy his victory.
He enjoyed it. He's just like, what the hell's that guy doing?
I think I'm going to start calling him Boone the Bounty Hunter, because I saw him booked as Boone the Bounty Hunter. On an indie show.
Wasn't he on Survivor or some shit?
I think he's on there now.
No, was on it.
Okay.
That show's pre-taped.
I got you.
It's not Raw. It isn't live.
Well, my bad. So who would have thought they would have edited and scripted a show about surviving? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what's your thoughts on Austin Aries? Work, shoot, accident.
No, sold the finish and got the hell up, flipped everybody off, and left. That's what it was.
You think it's an angle?
No.
You think it's he just got mad because he got called short on Twitter?
I think it's more to that.
Yeah.
If you listen to his promo before, he's like, the only reason you're back now is because you were on Survivor and you have your little B-rated movie. What is it? Boone.
Yeah.
And then he goes, now all of a sudden you want to come back and you want to wrestle on your time. He goes, I've been here the whole time being a wrestler. He goes, this is what I was born to do, is wrestle. He goes, but now the company seems like they want to be with somebody that's more in the limelight where it'll help them get back in their ratings area. So he was basically shooting from the hip on that. So I think it was kind of like, I've been here, I'm the one busting my ass. So here comes homeboy, he just come off Survivor and Boone and all this, and now he's got a little glamour light on him, and they're like, oh, okay, here's another reason people will be watching.
Right.
And so
I mean, that makes sense.
I can see both. People.
But the thing is, if your excuse is why they're going to go with him instead of me is because I've been here and ratings are down, then I mean, aren't you kind of shooting yourself in the foot? I've been here, I've been the worker. Yeah. Ratings are down, so they want to put the belt on you now. I mean, if ratings are down,
I understand,
and you're the champ, I mean,
I get it. Like I said,
I like Austin Aries.
I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you what channel Impact's on.
Pop.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Honest God, I didn't.
I have it like set to record, so I don't have to go look for it.
But we don't have regular TV. Right. We watch Hulu, and I watch a bunch of apps.
There's a it's called Pluto TV.
Okay.
Yeah, they have Impact has a station on there. They run Impact Explosion, and it's just the same one over and over, like for a week until the next one comes out. But you can watch it online for free.
To be honest, the pay-per-view was probably one of the better pay-per-views I've seen in quite a while. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Unlike WWE, I didn't want to just shut it off.
All right, let's.
And I read a bunch of people wanted to shut it off.
Yeah, like man, wrestling fans, like I love you guys, but y'all are so finicky. Like
I enjoyed it. I
don't know what the perfect, pay-per-view would be to please everyone, and I don't even know if it was perfect, they'd probably be mad because it was perfect. You're gonna find somebody's complaining at all times, and just blow my mind.
I can tear any match apart if you give me a second.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I can find fault in everything. I mean, I can find fault in movies or whatever.
But it's easier to tear something down than build it up.
Right.
So
absolutely. So let's do a rundown of the matches and just I watched some highlights, some clips, so I've seen a little bit of stuff, but
I can give you what I can remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm basically reading it from my phone.
All right.
But the first match was Rich Swann and Willie Mack versus Matt Sydal and Ethan Page. Honestly, I thought it was an awesome freaking opener.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of odd being a tag match, but the way they kept the speed going and everything, it was great, man.
Yeah, that was Willie Mack's debut, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And but they went over, and it was a decent match, really decent.
Now, I'm surprised to have Ethan Page being Ethan Page, as at one time he was what's Abyss's other character, the Joseph Parks.
Parks.
He was like a paralegal or nephew or something in the attorney's office or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
But he had a different name. He wasn't Ethan Page. So I'm glad to see that he's Ethan Page, but I'm a little shocked that he's Ethan Page since how they've already introduced him as somebody
But he
else.
also just did that, he did the all-in thing, and got over so well, so I didn't blame him.
Yeah, no doubt.
But next was Eli Drake did a call-out where you got to challenge him.
I like Eli Drake. Dummy.
Unfortunately, James Ellsworth entered, and for some reason they thought that was going to work, and then the crowd starts chanting, F you Ellsworth, F you Ellsworth. And Eli Drake goes in, clearly you're over.
Well, there's a thing about, I think there's a kind of, us versus them with WWE, and because he got over to the WWE crowd, not the wrestling crowd.
Yeah.
The wrestling crowd doesn't like him anymore, and maybe the wrestling crowd is the one that are watching Impact.
But it was funny because he was coming out in defense of New York, and he's like, are you even from New York? And he's like, no, but I don't like when people knock New York. He goes, I was dating a girl from Staten Island. That's pretty cool. But yeah, he kicks crap out of Ellsworth. It was a better match than I thought it would be. It wasn't great by any means. Probably one of the worst matches.
Dummy.
But then he goes, no, I called out somebody with talent. I want somebody that's a Hall of Famer wise quality, and out come Abyss and destroyed him. And yeah, it wasn't a
with
match.
mask or without mask?
No, with the new mask he has. It looks like Kane's. I don't like.
Yeah.
But yeah, he leaves him, choke slammed him through a table.
Cool.
Wasn't a match at all. It was just supposed to be a fight.
Like I beat you up.
Yeah. Supposedly Abyss had to retire because he looks like Penn from Penn and Teller. But I don't know why he retired, but he really does like Penn from Penn and Teller.
And there you go. So this has been a great episode. So
does he not look like Penn from Penn and Teller?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, there you go. But next was the Knockouts champion, match. And honestly, it's probably the best women's match I've seen since I watched Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And watched their tournament they did.
And that was
Blanchard
Tessa
and
Blanchard.
Talia Valkyrie.
Okay.
And they had a really, really good match, man. It was, like I say, one of the best matches I've seen. She has a buzzsaw DDT she's using. She eventually won with it, but
that's cool.
It was really good. Eddie Edwards versus Moose. Like they jump in before the match even starts and turn into a tag match because Tommy Dreamer comes out with probably the slowest run-in in history.
Other than Sandman?
No, Sandman never ran. He was just too drunk to get to the damn ring.
Yeah, his song had to play first.
Yeah, his song he had to play, and he had to drink 24 beers. But they turned it into a tag match. Okay, for what it was. It was Moose and Killer Cross.
Yep.
And yeah.
Killer Cross is also the leader of the Rabbit Tribe in Lucha Underground. If you haven't watched.
Yeah. I never even put that together. I swear I didn't. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. The next match was Pentagon, Junior Phoenix, and Brian Cage versus Sammy Callahan and Jake and Dave Christ.
And Sammy Callahan?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
I might have missed it.
Yeah, you did.
I was thinking.
But
it's loud in my head.
They had a awesome match. They hit every spot you can think of.
I'm sure. Who won?
I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, they like super kicked and punch kicked and I don't know, about 34 kicks to Brian Cage's head. Then they pick him up and they deliver a package pile driver to him.
Sammy pinned him.
He's going, I can't feel it. I am a machine. And like, your machine got knocked out.
Sammy Callahan's the first guy to pin.
First ever to pin him.
In Impact.
Yeah.
So, very cool.
That was cool. He wound up looking really good. But like, I was like, he took like 34 kicks and knocked this dude out plus a pile driver.
Well, I mean, that's the way to put it over, you know.
Then then you had Eddie Kingston, Homicide, and Hernandez versus LAX and eventually Conan, because they jumped in before the show started. And It looked like a very scary, dangerous, honest to God, dangerous match because the boards were literally sliding apart and there were points.
So
Nobody ever fell through the holes.
Yeah.
Because that poor referee
So it was a bare
busting
boards
his
match?
yeah.
Yeah.
But the referee was
Thank
busting
you.
his
You could thank me for that. I'm going to take credit for inventing that match.
The referee was busting his butt trying to push them damn boards together where them guys didn't die. And they could have several different times.
You're welcome. I did that like 12 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I remember. But,
Because I think outside the box.
Yeah, well, that box almost got some ankles broke.
Yeah.
I'm just
well, you know, the one we did where the guy came through the bottom of the ring and dumped all the boards up and dove off the top rope and put the guy through the ring. Through the metal through the floor. So I bet their finish wasn't as cool as that.
No, it
wasn't. Of course it wasn't. Often
Conan
imitated, never duplicated.
He had like a black bag with something in it, and he was hitting
a pool
people
ball
with it, probably.
Yeah, it was the 9 ball.
Strangely enough, you never see what's in the bag.
It's an 8 ball.
Oh, okay. But they wound up going over the new LAX, and they were trying to put them over like, okay, now they are names. They will be future superstars and all this. And I get they were trying to build up
the younger
Ortiz
guys, yeah.
and what's his name, and Santana.
Yeah.
And I guess the match accomplished it. It was just so damn dangerous. I couldn't enjoy it because I was really worried somebody was going to get hurt.
And we've seen a lot of stuff, so to think that's dangerous.
Well, I've seen people break their damn legs in that. Yeah. I told you, remember when I told you I was at Club Fire and the guy literally broke his leg because of the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there going, we're going to see a damn broken leg on pay-per-view.
Nice.
Like I couldn't enjoy it because I was really worried one of them was going to get hurt.
Right. Now, what else you got?
I ain't talking about that crap.
They're going to talk about allying.
Dude, it's so dumb. You want me to tell you what I saw?
Sure.
She
goes through the undead realm and...
Yeah, and she hits people really badly with a fake axe. It doesn't look good. I got what they were trying to do, but it looked horrible. Like it wasn't even like a B-rated movie. This is like a Q-rated movie. She hits her with the axe, bro. The axe blade is here. You can tell it's here. And like, lean your head forward. No, this way, toward my hand. That's how she holds the axe. I'm serious.
He chopped my head off.
So bad. I'm like, oh my God, please end this. It eventually ended, thank God.
What was the point of it?
I don't really know. To get her friend out of the dead zone.
Kiara Hogan.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Former Ego wrestler. It was awesome.
Yeah. It was just.
Yeah, you can find her on this channel.
Oh, it was something.
Well, at least it was something, I guess. All right, what's next?
People were talking about it. I guess, like you say, somebody talking beats out nobody talking.
That's it.
Next was the Austin Aries Johnny Impact match.
And we already know how that went down.
I said there were a lot of people online going, oh, they were shooting on each other. And some blows did look like a shoot.
Yeah.
Where they were or weren't, I couldn't really tell you. But I know when he kicked Aries in the diaphragm at one point. And you could tell Aries like, you stiff mother. And so, but everybody was like, some people going, it's a shoot. No, when you do a Spanish fly off the top rope and it's beautiful, it's not a shoot.
Well, I mean, you can work together and beat each other up at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just a different match. It was snug, as Austin used to say. Yeah, I work really snug here, brother. If I drop that Stone Cold Stunner on your ass, you're gonna feel it.
Me too. So, well, that was cool. I didn't watch Bound for Glory, but like I said, I saw some highlights and stuff floating around Facebook. But what I did see was Ring Warriors. It's a Florida-based company, I believe, and
excuse me.
They were around a while back, several years back, and they did like Florida and the Bahamas. Okay. And now they are running the Sam's Town Casino, doing like a weekly television taping or whatever, and it's airing on WGN America on Saturday mornings.
Okay. And
a lot of guys that have passed through our company, I say a couple of guys have passed through our company, and are on there. The Slambinos, which is one half of those, is Francisco Ciazzo. He's been at Ego several times.
He likes being of Effie.
Yeah. He's kind of the tough guy, and then it's like a silly guy that's with him named AJ something, and I'm sorry that I don't know his name, but they are managed by Glenn Gilberti, former Disco Inferno. and they've got like running segments throughout the weeks, even if they're not wrestling, and like little skits and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Francisco does not know how to make pizza. Let's just put it like that. He puts cheese on before the sauce. Sorry, Francisco, but you should eat pizza, not cook it.
That could work both ways, honestly. I used to cook it. It can be both ways.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make any sense in my world. But they're looking right now. Francisco has AJ talking to the guy. He said, the guy with the hat, with the face, down the block, like that guy. That's supposed to do the thing. The thing we got for the guy. Like, go talk to the guy. And AJ has went to all the wrong guys. So it's pretty funny.
Homeless guy.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. But saw Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb, I believe, beat Wes Briscoe on this episode and moved into the finals of the tournament to crown a champion.
That dude's everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere, man. And Cassidy Riley was there. He's been through our neck of the woods a few times. Him and Chase Stevens.
Champion at one point.
Yeah, him and Chase Stevens are the hot shots on there. And another guy that I know we're both fans of, Chance Prophet. He's on there, and he is with Funny Bone. He's on Facebook as I Am Funny Bone or whatever. He does a similar paint job and stuff. So it's really cool looking. But like Allison Danger is on there. Remember her from Ring of Honor, early Ring of Honor? Yeah. She's on there, and she's managing Nicole Savoy and Desi DeSoto, I believe. But she's the girl that's in the Arrow Club. Yeah, so she's on there. And just a lot of familiar faces. Luke Hawks. Luke Hawks was on there. Matter of fact, Luke Hawks was on there beefing with Austin Aries. So it's kind of funny. But Luke's been through Ego before. So it's a lot of guys coming, that's on there that has at least passed through Ego for, at least once.
Or twice.
Yeah. So very cool to see those guys on there. I hope that Ring Warriors, are around for a while. But Sam's Town, if you're in Vegas, man, Sam's Town seems to be the casino to go to watch wrestling because, like, Ring of Honor runs out of there, and, Ring Warriors are running out of there, and I think there's another promotion that's running out of there. So, like, if you want to watch wrestling, that's the place to go, man.
Florida. Well, not right now.
Yeah.
But,
I'm just saying, if you're in Vegas, like, that casino is where it's at, man, because that's where they're all filming out of. But super cool,
is that the
just
NWA
to see.
place, too?
It may be. It may be. So,
damn.
But very cool to see, I'm going to say a smaller promotion getting to do bigger things,
Just got to find the right venue sometimes,
Yep. But it's just cool that, they're on TV every Saturday morning, And if you have any form of cable or satellite, you get WGN America. Like, it's in the free package, the little cheap package or whatever. So, like, no excuse not to watch it.
Exactly. And, they got, they're the ones that did the... All In, the free stuff for All In.
Yep, absolutely. But we're building toward the Great Southern 8 in Ego. We just released the first round matchups last night, so I'll run through those and see what you think.
I know like 3 people.
All right, Steve Anthony versus Dax Anthony.
I'll pick Steve.
Battle of the Anthonys.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? You think it's gonna be a good match?
Should be.
Yep, I think so. All right, Trevor Aon versus Joey Lynch.
I'm going to go with Aon.
Okay. Josie Quinn versus Cabana Man Dan.
I'm going to go with Josie.
Josie, okay. And then the final match is Teddy King versus Matt Kenway. You do know Matt Kenway. Matt Kenway came to Ego and he wrestled the Boot Boys. He was in a tag team called The Pride and it had like purple and gold.
Yeah, but there was a few shows I actually missed.
Okay, you may have missed this. Okay.
But I'll pick King just because he's a king.
Yep. Why not, huh? Teddy King was supposed to be in the Southern 8 last year, the year before last, and he got injured. And so hopefully he stays healthy for a couple more weeks at least. I hope he stays healthy forever, but at least get us through.
You don't wish injury on nobody.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
Only like 2 people.
But I hate that, I'm glad we were able to get him this year. I hate that he had got injured before and I had to back out. But, it's part of the business that we're in.
Well, I just read about John Saxon messing his calf up.
Yep. I think his is going to be a short-term injury because.
But still, it's an injury.
Yeah, he had to miss a show.
I mean, you just don't know when injury is going to happen. I promise you.
Yeah, our friends over at Bayou Independent Wrestling He's going to be missing their next show, I believe, and so that kind of, you know, is heartbreaking for at least for them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But let me. All right, you know, there's things going on with commissions and stuff like that, especially over in Louisiana, and don't want to really get into the politics side of it.
Yeah.
But have you ever not been able to show up to a show and turn in all your paperwork and stuff and get your license?
As long as you have your blood work, usually you can get everything, and then they check your...
Absolutely. They wouldn't give Andy Dalton a license. Or because they said he didn't turn his blood work in time.
If you have your paper, it says right there you're clean.
So he had to, like, he wasn't able to be in the big match. They've been building to this match for like 3 years with Andy Dalton versus Barrett Brown in a cage match.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
And they had to pull Andy out because the commission said that he should have already had submitted his blood work to the commission. They wouldn't give him.
A few times I went, I just carried my paper with you.
That's the way I was too. So it seems a little crooked on the commission's part. But I don't know the details. You know, all I'm doing is...
It says on the piece of paper that the doctor gives you, you're clean.
Yep. So it wasn't nothing like wrong with it. They were just saying he didn't turn it in time. And he's like, I've always...
so it's
he's like, I've always turned it in before the, you know, when I get to the building, like, because, you know, you have to get the you have to get checked out by the doctor and everything to get approved. But yeah, so they ended up doing Steve Anthony versus Barrett Brown, and I think the match went like 20 or 30 minutes in the cage, and Barrett had a nice little deep gash in his head, like right there. That's probably going to require at least a stitch or two.
That's what steel does to you.
Yeah. But he said very, very stiff, very brutal, very bloody. Cage match.
Well, I mean, I hate it for the business, but I hate it for Dalton too, because I think he drove all that way to get there. And
now,
he couldn't do nothing.
I think they canceled him before.
Oh, did?
Like the day before, they told him that they weren't going to give him a license because he hadn't submitted his blood work, and they wouldn't accept it at the building.
That's so stupid.
So, yeah, kind of sucks, man. But it just goes to show, you know, sometimes the commission they can be your friend, sometimes they can't. You know. I
know I'd read where a lot of places were trying to vote, just have no commission at all around wrestling.
Well, they're trying to keep like the blood work and stuff because
that's safety.
They want that right, but they don't want the rest of it. You know the coming in and you can't do this, you can't do that. This guy can't do.
I know WrestleMania they had like what was it 5 moves you couldn't do or some crap, and one of them was literally the stun gun, Austin's old freaking finisher.
No draping anybody over the ropes.
I was like, is this serious?
But yeah,
but if you were WWE or Ring of Honor, you could do it. I was like, how does that make any sense? Anyway.
Yeah, who knows, man. Yes, if your pockets are deep enough, you can do anything you want to do.
Mine's pretty shallow, so I'm in trouble.
But yeah, man, I just hated it for BIW. Those guys are awesome, and Josh over there, the promoter, works super hard to bring some of the top talent in, and I just hate that they had built to such a big match and weren't able to have it. And so I just want to touch on that. And Josh, BIW has a show the same weekend as our Great Southern 8, so I wish them luck on that. I do hope we draw more than you guys, and but I hope you have a great show. No, I'm just kidding. There's enough wrestling fans around, man, that you don't have to fight over them. So I know we're both going to do really good.
And it is guaranteed to be a great professional wrestler.
Absolutely, man. So both them and ourselves, we bring in some of the best talent that that's around. And if you go to an Ego show, if you go to a Bayou Independent show, you're not going to be disappointed, especially in the quality of talent. So always good to see those guys over there, and hope come November 3rd we all can sit back and go yes, and be happy with what we put out and the participation of the crowd. But yeah, guys, November 3rd, Great Southern 8, it's the 7th year, Jackson, Mississippi. It's at the Hideaway, right off 55 North. It's a little hard to find. The reason it's called the Hideaway, but it can be found. And if you want to see an exciting night, and this could be the biggest
definitely 3 hours.
Yeah, for sure. The biggest event that we've had. We got the tournament. We've got O'Shea Edwards defending his Pride and Styles title against JD Jenkins, and those guys almost came to blow at the last event. And looking for that. And also we have Stardust and the newly formed Constellation. I think that's what he's calling his group, taking on Wes Warren and his 2 Mystery Amigos. So Saturday, November the 3rd, Jackson, Mississippi. Get ready. 7th Annual Great Southern 8. Later, guys.